I want first of all to thank the President for having allowed this launch to be done here in the State House. I don't know, any of you, whether you are surprised when you got the invitation from Marsden to come. I'm having a big launch. Then I was waiting to hear it will be at Serena Hotel or it will be at Karen Club or some other place. But it was going to be at State House. I was very, very surprised, pleasantly surprised. And thank you, President, for making this State House truly a State House that belongs to the people. People have come here, and we are now here. And thank you particularly because you allowed Marsden to launch his autobiography here. I cannot think of any couple, short of the President, the first families and so on, who have dwelt in this place from their very youth, who have married very here when they were here, and who have made enormous contribution in laying the foundations of how this place should be run than Marsden and Elizabeth. And that you allowed them to come here and launch their life history. Mr. President, we thank you. Namakofi for President. The history of Kenya, to my mind, will not be written by historians whose reference would be newspapers and social media, because in that way, you get a very warped sense of history of Kenya. I believe the history of Kenya is going to be written by people like Musila, people like Ekirapa, but more so by people like Marsden here. People who have given excellent service, who have been men of integrity, who have been men of service to this country. Imagine coming here when you are very young, to be, I think, the first African State House controller, and staying here for a long time. And you are handsome, and all of the time standing behind President Jomo Kenyatta, the father of the nation. Imagine that. Imagine somebody taking part in a beauty pageant, the first of its type in Kenya, soon after independence, and being crowned as Miss Uhuru, Miss Kenya, the first one, a beautiful lady walking on the steps. And imagine the handsome man behind President Jomo Kenyatta. And imagine the lady who became Miss Kenya. Imagine them getting married in a wonderful wedding. I can tell you, your wedding inspired most of us. And we said, if we grow up, we would want to be like Marsden and Elizabeth in the way they bear themselves. So thank you so much. I was encouraging Mrs. Pratt here, my friend, you should also write a book because you have something to say. You have something to say for Kenyans to read and benefit. But it is autobiographies such as this that out of them will now come a history of Kenya which is realistic and which is true to the facts and which is not based on perceptions. It is based on reality. So, Marsden, I